This is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin tonight with unsettling news as Fargo police are on the lookout for several people tied to yesterday morning's shooting at a South Fargo apartment. 24-year-old Ophelia Quia of Fargo was seriously wounded, and a man named Jerome Kuhn arrested on several charges, including aggravated reckless endangerment.
Valley News Team's Callie Hubbard is live and back at the scene of the shooting with the latest on the investigation. Callie?
Mike, Andrea, 4 shots were fired yesterday morning just before 10 a.m. at the Arbors apartment complex. Now, residents here tell me that security may be to blame for this shooting and one other. That's 2 over a month's time.
A lot of things have changed here lately.
Okay.
And I don't feel like this is a safe neighborhood anymore.
This person, who's lived in the Arbors apartments for 4 years, doesn't want to go on camera because he's scared of retaliation from the apartment.
All we do is just lock our door and stay inside and pray to God that nothing happens to us.
We have had some recent incidents. However, we've been in very close contact with the Fargo Police Department and have provided them access to state-of-the-art cameras that were installed by the owner.
We took your concerns after Sunday's shooting to Trish Mowry with Metro Plains Management, the company who owns the complex and provides affordable housing to those living there. They took over management in the end of February 2020. Beginning in March, she says they met with the owners and Fargo Police to make sure there's safe housing.
Anyone that is identified on site as being involved in criminal activity or allowing guests with criminal activity is evicted very swiftly.
Mowry saying the problem is not so much the residents, but those who allow others to stay on the property.
And we are addressing that as well because that is not allowed. So you're responsible for not only your behavior, but the behavior of your guests.
She adds that since they took over, they do a strict criminal background check, not moving in anyone that doesn't fit the criteria, aggressively working with police and removing anyone that causes them to feel unsafe, after dark or not, on all of their properties. Now, Metro Plains Management told me that they do have a current contract with a security company, but there's no extra fee to residents. We also ran a story about Jerome Kuhn, who was wanted out of New Jersey. He was accused of assaulting and robbing a significant other in January of 2020. He's also involved in a large drug investigation. Reporting live in South Fargo tonight, Callie Hubbard, Valley News Live.
All right, once again, police are still trying to identify and arrest others responsible for this incident. Police have set up a tip line for those who may feel unsafe living in the area, and they ask you to report anything suspicious. Now, that phone number is 701-241-1431.
The good news in our weather is that temps remain above 0, but they're dropping, and we're in for some chilly conditions. Let's get the very latest on that from Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Hutch?
Thanks so much. Happy Monday, everyone. What a chilly start to the work week, and the weekend brought some flakes of snow, which continue in our southwesternmost counties from Jamestown, Valley City, south and through the Lemoore County area into Dickey County. We have flakes flying. It is bitter cold near the international border. Sub-zero temperatures for Devil's Lake, Langdon, and at this time, Baudette. Holding on to those teens, though, here in the central Red River Valley with wind chills up north. Already 20 to 30 degrees below zero. Really important to have that survival kit in the back of your car should you become stranded by roadside with no running engine. You'll want to make sure something in that kit can keep you warm as well. Mittens, gloves, blankets help. Wind chill advisory for most of our northern counties. This does include Valley City, Fargo, and Detroit Lakes and points north. Temperatures sneaking down to near zero by bedtime tonight. The clouds will keep us in Fargo from getting as cold as our northern neighbors. Clear skies allowing temperatures to plummet. We'll have details on how low they go. We'll also have details on a first alert weather day for Saturday. Snow is once again in the forecast. I'll get you the latest here in a few minutes.
All right. Thanks, Hutch.
A woman is dead after a train hit her vehicle. It happened yesterday at the train crossing on 2nd Avenue Northeast, this in Perham, Minnesota. Authorities say the 27-year-old woman was the only one in the vehicle. Authorities have not released her name yet.
A man and his son are doing okay after their snowmobile fell through the ice on a Minnesota lake. Douglas County authorities say it happened yesterday on Lake Victoria, just outside of Alexandria. Investigators say the 32-year-old man was close to the fishing pier when the snowmobile went through the ice. He and the boy managed to get out without any serious injuries.
Police in Bemidji are asking you to keep an eye out for this stolen car. It's a 2012 gray-silver Chevrolet Malibu. It was reported stolen yesterday from Ridgeway Avenue Northeast. The plate number on it is BNH 870, and if you see the car, call police.
A phone scam requesting Social Security numbers is going around West Fargo Public Schools. In one case, the number that came up is the one that's on your screen, and it was labeled as West Fargo Public Schools. When the recipient answered, an automated voice said to hold because they need your Social Security number. The school district says it will never request a Social Security number over the phone. If you got this call and did give that out, go ahead and call police.
The North Dakota Human Services Department will temporarily administer the federally funded refugee settlement program in the state. The move comes after Lutheran Social Services closed its doors and will no longer manage the program. Governor Burgum says that the state has decades of success at integrating refugees who are fully vetted by the U.S. State Department and have become productive members of our state's workforce.
Governor Tim Walz is working to get more doses of the COVID-19 vaccine available to more people as quickly as possible. Today, he directed the following actions. Providers should get 90% of the vaccine they receive administered within 72 hours and the rest within 1 week. If they don't meet the goals, they should expect potential changes to their vaccine allocations. And Minnesotans ages 65 and up will now have a 24-hour window to pre-register for an opportunity to get an appointment at one of the 9 community clinics. This will not be a first-come, first-served system. For more information, go to our website, valleynewslive.com.
Essentia Health is hoping to get its next allocation of COVID-19 vaccine in the second week of February and is expecting around 1,000 doses. Essentia started administering vaccines to the public last Tuesday and continued Wednesday and Thursday. It focused on people in the Phase 1B priority group and to those remaining in the Phase 1A. Now, over those 3 days, 1,300 doses were given out.
Governor Tim Walz is focused on making sure Minnesota students get the best education despite dealing with COVID-19. Today, the governor unveiled the Due North Education Plan to address the issue. It will focus on making sure students from all backgrounds and zip codes recover from any learning loss due to the pandemic. It will also reform school financing, expand opportunities for students, and build the most qualified and diverse teaching workforce in the nation.
Lawmakers are trying to come up with a solution to curb underage drinking. Later on Valley News Live at 6, we'll tell you what they have in mind.
Tonight, the atmosphere is lacking thermal energy. Up north, high temperatures below zero. It's going to be the coldest night for many nights here in the valley. And then we have some snow to talk about in the forecast as well. We'll do all those details for you coming up right after this.